Hello everyone, bonjour, bonsoir, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be installing Handmade Dxlynlocs to this beautiful, beautiful head of hair. If you're interested in purchasing locks handmade by me, go to my Etsy shop. There you'll find handmade locks as well as the tools that I use to install the locks. There are plenty of videos on here. I'll probably try to link them on how I use each tool because they're each a little different. So once again, this is the beautiful head of hair that I will be installing on. First thing we're going to do is figure out how she wants her parts to look and how she wants the front of her head, the perimeter to look. And once we figure that out, we start installing. She, of course, chose the C-shape pattern, or I call it the freehand, but it's more so a C shape. So we went ahead and did that. Then I split the hair into sections of 10. That way it makes it easier to count and have an accurate count of how many locks that are to be installed. Now I'm going to talk you guys through a little bit of how I do it. There are way more detailed videos if you check out my playlist titled Lock Extensions. But basically what I'm doing here is I am utilizing her length. I don't want to take all of her length with the extension. So what I do is I start at the end of the hair, the last 3 inches of her hair. I line that up with where the lock extension is locked, meaning the loose hair in the lock extension. So what I'm doing here is I'm meshing the loose hair of the lock extension. I usually leave a good 2 to 3 inches of loose hair, so there's more flexibility there. So there's more flexibility when you're choosing how much length of your own hair to use. So pretty much I'm utilizing her hair to give her some more length. I believe these locks were 8 inches. The lock extensions were 8 inches, but adding her hair ended up making them 10 to 12 inches. So right here, I'm basically instant locking where her hair meets the loose hair of the lock extension, and then I'm going all the way down to where the lock extension is tightened and locked, and making sure I pull her ends into that part. right, and I normally do not back comb hair that's natural or afro. However, her hair was stretched right here because it was in braids. So I gave it a light back comb just to create that bulk. And of course, this is the last lock extension that I installed. After I'm done with this, I usually wash the client's hair and then style it and whatever the case may be. However, her hair was already washed and oiled and all of that, and I didn't want to strip her hair, and she didn't either, so we just went right into the style, which is the braid out. Currently, I believe she's had her locks probably a good, I don't know, maybe 6 months now, maybe 5, 6 months now, and I usually try to check on all of my clients, especially the ones that get lock extensions. And I checked on her recently, and she said everything is fine. Her locks are doing great. She's getting retwists regularly, as she should. If that is the way you want to maintain your locks, you should get retwists regularly. If you want to semi-freeform, there's a proper way to do that as well. If you want to freeform altogether, there is also a proper way to do that as well. Neglecting your hair, your locks, getting lock extensions and then neglecting them will not do you any favors. It will really waste that money that you invested in getting lock extensions. And now for the braid out, I do a braid out or braids on locks the same way I do two-strand twist. I do it as I go. I don't retwist and then come back and do it. These are styles that I do as I go. So to start, I'm spraying a mixture of rose water, jojoba oil, and just regular distilled water. And I have 3 locks or 3 parts here that I'm going to retwist. And I'm getting her hair damp from her root to the tip of the lock extension because she wants a braid out same day. And I'm using a little bit of gel. It's Talia Wajid Tight Hold. She doesn't mind the gel, so that's why I'm using it. And I'm using the loop method retwist because it's much faster, and then her hair with the lock extensions is mimicking a point of 2-3 years down the line. So seemingly her hair is already mature enough to do that. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to spray the hair some more because the more water it has in it, the more defined the twist out will come out. And the more she sits under the dryer, the longer she sits under the dryer, the better the twist out will come out. So as I'm braiding, I'm remaining conscious of the fact that I want a twist out. So I'm deliberately braiding. I'm not just braiding as normal. I'm deliberately braiding the braid very tight to compress the lock extensions. And I am deliberately braiding in a dramatic fashion that's gonna help achieve that braid out. Instead of adding a rubber band, I'm gonna add a clip because she will be going under the dryer after this. The braids will not be staying in, so there will be no point in using rubber bands to secure her ends. All right, and that's it for her whole head. I'm gonna spray it again with a little bit more water, just a little bit to keep the dampness, so the shape of the braid out can be molded. And then we're gonna go under the dryer. She was under the dryer for an hour, and now we're gonna take out the clips. Here, I'm just taking them out in a reverse braid just so they can keep their shape a little bit better than if I'm just ripping, not ripping, but fingering out the braid. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all your support. As you guys know, this channel has some new things to it. It has merchandise, it has memberships. So if you want, my membership videos will be a lot more educational than anything. So if you're interested in that, which a lot of you have expressed that you are, definitely join as a member. It will be worth it. There are a lot of perks that I'm offering for members, and I will still, of course, be uploading content for my subscribers. Thank you guys so much once again. I will see you in the next video. Bye.